Hey guys, welcome to my video. I'm going to be doing a blend door actuator for temperature control on a 2015 Ford Edge SE 3.5 liter. The reason I really wanted to do this video is because I already went down here under the driver's side, took off that lower part of the dash there, not the airbag part, but the other part, the with the screen vents and everything right there, pulled that off. Pulled off the steering wheel column as well, and I replaced the blend door in there. I watched a really good video that showed me how to do it. The problem was that wasn't my issue. I was thinking that was the main unit, and that unit was for air direction control only. So essentially, if your defrost isn't working, or if it's blowing only in your face or only at your feet, so the direction of the air is what that actuator controls. This one is for temperature control. So essentially, this is a single climate zone model, not the dual climate zone model. So again, I was having a hard time finding it. Everywhere I looked said it was also under the driver's side, but I kept looking under the driver's side and I didn't see nothing. So I decided to explore the passenger side as well. Again, this does not have the dual climate zone system. It's just a single climate zone. And I ended up finding it behind the glove box here. So I just kind of wanted to show you all how to get to it. Hopefully save you a little time and a little money. The other actuator I replaced cost me about 70 bucks and I didn't even need to replace it. This one was about 25. But anyways, first thing you want to do is that little clip right there. You just want to kind of take the weight off the door and you can pop that right out. And then you have this piece right here and you can push that straight up. And then once you push that straight up, the glove box will just fall down. And then you can see that in there. It is all the way in the back. It's right there with the reddish orange clip coming out of it. It should be 2 or 3 Phillips heads. I haven't done it yet, but I'll put the details in the video. Again, just wanted to do this video, hopefully save you all some time and money. And if your unit is stuck on hot or cold, mine's been stuck on cold for a couple years, which we live in Phoenix, Arizona, not really a huge deal, right? Because we're usually using AC. We usually don't need heat, but we have had some cold mornings here. My wife works in a hospital and she's like, can you get this fixed? It's like 40 degrees in the car. So yeah, gonna fix it, and I'll put the details in here and get back to you all. So as soon as I'm finished up, I will post the details and put all the links in the description. And like I said, hopefully save you all some time and money getting this done. All right, guys, I got it out. Again, temperature control, blend door actuator. The screws are pretty tight in there. I actually went to the auto parts store, O'Reilly's/Checkers. Got this angled screwdriver set. But to be honest with you, I still couldn't get them out. So what I ended up doing is I just ended up going with probably should have tried this in the first place, but just a 1/4 inch drive ratchet with a Phillips head attached to it. So taking a look at it here, that's what it looks like. There was only 2 Phillips heads holding it in, thankfully, because that was not easy to get to. This ended up coming out with the module. But when you buy the new one, it's just this piece right here. And then you just go ahead and reattach this one right here. All right, I have it attached to the new actuator and about to install it. I will say it's kind of helpful. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory where it goes, but it is helpful to take pictures ahead of time just so you don't get it mixed up on which way it goes in there. I'll give you a little shot of what it looks like beforehand. But if you look on the left hand bracket right there, it's going to go into, there's a little groove, and essentially this is what sits in the little groove right there. So don't lose this little rubber foam bushing. It's not rubber, it's more foam, so don't lose that little foam bushing. You'll see the grooves on there from riding inside of that like I said, that left hand one. So that's kind of how you're going to reinstall it. This will be facing down, and then again, just two Phillips head screws holding it in place. All right, and here's a look at the finished product. All installed. One thing I will mention is you have to be really careful to make sure you have those actuator guides lined up. So you have two little tips that go into the guides. One you can see right there, and then there's another one behind it. When situating it and putting both those Phillips heads in, you got to really make sure that you have those lined up. You don't want to miss a step and have one of the tips outside of the guide, and then it's not articulating like it should, and then you'll have to rip the whole thing back apart again. So. And heat works great. It's 64 degrees outside. We do not need the heat, but it does work great for those chilly mornings. First time we've had heat in several years. So thanks for watching, everyone.